Yo, what's going on, guys? It's been a while since my last Dopa video, and a lot of people have been hitting me up. What is Dopa up to in the preseason? The answer is playing on the Chinese server, abusing Fleet Footwork Twisted Fate. So right now, there's a little synergy going on with Twisted Fate and Fleet Footwork, or any energized effect for that matter. And that is you can proc them whenever you want with your pick a card. So in the example below, I'm going to show you why Fleet Footwork is so good right now on Twisted Fate. So essentially, the way Fleet Footwork works is you build up 100 stacks of Fleet, then you're going to auto attack, it's going to expend all of those stacks, you're going to get some health back and some movement speed. But with Twisted Fate, you don't actually need to stack 100. Whenever you pick a card, instantly, you're going to get rid of all of the remaining stacks that you have. So if you think about trading patterns, you're not always going to have 100 stacks when you go in for a pick a card. Think about things like LeBlanc, where you only have specific windows. This is going to mean that you can always get the sustain back with your card rather than having to wait. If you're playing anything else, you've got to wait till you're 100, then you get that sustain and movement speed. With Twisted Fate, you can always get it. It's always available, and that is why it's so strong on Twisted Fate right now, and Dopa has been abusing it in the preseason. Before we hit the Rift, guys, make sure to drop a like on the video. If we hit 3K likes, I'll put another Dopa review out before the end of year. You've got my word. Maybe drop a comment. Maybe also subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be putting out so much content into the new year. Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Adding a little Rift. Look at the rune page there. Fleet Footwork, Presence of Mind, Tenacity. And you got things like the Minion Dematerializer, of course. Very essential for AP Twisted Fate to clear waves. As we jump into the laning phase. Also, guys, I'm pretty sure it's cool for me to post these type of videos. It's from official Dopa YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below. Dopa actually has commented his channel on some of my videos. So hopefully my commentary is cool with him. Me just breaking down his strategy and talking over some of his laning phase. You can see early laning phase now. 100 stacks on the Fleet, looking for the trade. Instantly gets that W proc off. And of course, Fleet can be used on waves as well, guys. This is where you're going to be getting most of your sustain from Fleet. It's simply just using it on the waves. And the way it works is like you can, if you want to look for something like a gold card when a jungler's ganking, you can simply auto attack the minion wave, get the movement speed, and then move up and look for that gold card. It's actually a very, very strong way to get those ganks off and gap close. The 3 rune pages Dopa has been using on Twisted Fate, so this is one of them, into more matchups where you're going to be taking a lot of harass early and you need to sustain. The second rune page is more aggressive. It is an electrocute rune page in a short range matchups where you can proc it often. Think of things like Echo, things like Katarina, where they're very squishy. You can one rotation them with electrocute and you can proc it very often. And then things like Unsealed Spellbook, where you're going to be needing a lot of flexibility with your summoner spells, maybe into something like a Lux, something like that, where you can just change out for a cleanse, maybe a ghost to wrap around. It's going to give you a lot more diversity when you're playing into them. As this top lane skirmish looks like it's going to break out, possibly getting the volley bet, doesn't drop the ignite. The Rise picks up the kill onto the Gangplank, and this is extremely bad for Dopa and the Olaf. Let's see if the top lane wave is going to freeze. He's going to run back into the mid lane. Let's see if they look for a skirmish. Of course, with this rune page, guys, you have a lot less damage than electrocute early. So just be aware of this in your skirmishes. You don't have as much damage as you perhaps are used to if you like to use that electrocute rune page, which I definitely like to recommend. Coming into level 6 now. Always look for a pre-6 base on things that are very ultimate heavy, guys. Things like Zed, things like the Twisted Fate. So it's very important to have the mana when you hit level 6 to get an ult off essentially straight away. This is just so you don't miss out on opportunities in the side lanes. So Dopa gets a base in. He's about 80% of the way to level 6. He'll come back to lane, hit level 6, instantly be ready to ultimate. Now, if you're playing things like Zed, you want to get that serrated Dirksome lethality before the all-in. And it's just small things like this that definitely add up. You should always, in the back of your mind, be thinking about trying to get that base in before you come to level 6. You can see he hits level 6 now instantly. He has the mana. He's ready to go. And you're just never going to win a positive trade into Rise. Rise, at the highest level of the game, is still freaking strong. I'm telling you this right now. Wave's getting shoved in. Dopa has a control ward. And Volibear looking... Oh, he doesn't quite have to pop the ultimate. Perhaps a more impatient man, such as myself, would have popped ultimate there and would have been wasted. And then I wouldn't have had it for this bot lane skirmish. He ults in. Looking for the Jax. Picks up the Jax. Can they get 2? The Rise teleports. Just using the movement speed now to try and kite around. He has his Ignite still up. I don't know if he can get it. Can he get the... He should be able to get Leona and then just peace out, probably. Gold card onto the rise. Olaf's coming through. Oh my god. Look at... Oh god. What? Look at the alcove! And he drops. But what a goddamn gank bot side for Dopa. Gets a lot of tempo up. And he's going to be really happy with that buy, getting the blasting one. Not too far off getting the Rod of the Ages now, as he heads back into the laning phase. So we have a tight game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen, which I love. 10 kills to 9. You can see Dopa looking for the base in here for Rod of the Ages. 81 farm at 9 minutes, well 10 minutes essentially, is pretty good. Could be better, could be worse. As Ryze is trying to interrupt his base. Goodbye, Ryze. The Dopa is looking for the base, but he also has the ultimate, so potentially if a skirmish outbreaks, he can join it. Trading against the Ryze is not recommended, guys. If there's no positive to the trade, don't trade at all. You don't have to trade sometimes. A lot of people think you have to trade. Don't. Just leave it. Look for the side lane plays, as Dopa does, and he picks up an assist onto the Jax. He'll probably shove this into the recall. Olaf will pick up mid lane wave, and he will be relaxing in the Bahamas with about a 10-minute rower. He has to shove the next wave, I believe, no? Is it going to hit the... It doesn't hit the tower. And Aphelios is going to be quite upset. He's trying to run into the mid lane and try and join the skirmish here. Could be a big win if the Pyke hits the stun. Okay, Pyke. Oh, he lands it. Dopa will not blow the flash, of course, to join that. Neither would I. I definitely wouldn't have flashed in there to try and secure the kill. No way I would have done that. And he's sitting on a large base here. Gonna shove it in. Get back into the... Get that Rod of the Ages. Ooh, a top lane dive, actually. He's all over the map. Ult spot lane, runs mid lane, now running to the top lane. Olaf has no ult, so this is probably going to be very hard to commit for. We know Dopa is very risk adverse. So he may just leave the Olaf here and say, not a fucking chance I join this, mate. He wants to flash over, doesn't he? I would Q flash like an absolute psychopath. Ooh. And he decides, it's not really worth my time. He's going to run back mid, probably. Get that base in. Get the Rod of the Ages. Quickly. No. Look at... Dude, he's been wanting to base for like an hour now. It's so unfortunate for him. You can tell he's upset. Can't afford to lose some of these creeps. And also, guys, let me know if you want this. You remember a little bit ago, I did a Showmaker laning phases, the first 5 minutes. I'm thinking about doing a Dopa first 5-minute laning phase where I take 4 games and just show you the first 5 minutes and talk about his wave control. I think that'd be very beneficial. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. Might be popping one of them out pretty soon. Gets the Aether Wisp. Wants to be getting those mercs for sure this game. Into something like the Ryze is essential. Runs back into the lane. The Aether Wisp is going to allow him to one-shot Q the backlines at level 9, which he is. The movement speed is more important than the extra ability power you get from the blasting, so that's why he buys it, guys. Always go Aether Wisp on TF rather than blasting, because they're the same price. One gives more movement speed, the other gives more ability power. He gets locked up here by Leona ult. Thank God he bought the mercs. Red card Reggie. Could be good. He gets Leona stunned. God, that's unfortunate. Pyke. God, that's good target selection. Leona flashes. He's got a flash here. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. He should have... Ooh. Holds the flash. He could have flashed over to the Wraith camp. But it's going to be a net win, I believe. Because the Pyke is going to clean up the volley bet. Thank you very much, good sir. Give me that gold, boy. Jumping a little bit ahead, you can see Olaf looking for the Volibear. Volibear got a 1-level advantage. Can he run him down? Just watch how Dopa plays. He's looking for the gold card onto the Ryze. Good target selection. He knows the Pyke is incoming. Looking. Pyke still has ult. Looking for the Ryze. Good target selection. That's one of the things I need to work on that Dopa is very good. It's target selection. I'll sometimes just completely tunnel on support for no reason. Dopa's always looking at the large damage dealers. And this fight works out very well for them. A 3 for 2. And they should get mid lane tower. What do you guys think about Aphelios? I think the champion is completely overtuned. Probably needs some nerfs, but the learning curve is pretty high, I guess. So it's going to take some time for the global win rates to increase. That's usually when Riot opts for the nerf. The base in now. Looking for the Lichbane second. Rower, Lichbane, Hourglass. He actually looks like he's opting for the Hourglass second. He wants some armor. This is interesting. Usually he likes to go for the Lich Bane, but I guess because he's not snowballing, he wants to go more utility. I see him sometimes go this into things like the Zed, things like the Fizz, where you need the Hourglass as soon as humanly possible. Picks up the Dragon, picks up the Kha'Zix as well. Goodbye, Bug. Looking for the Leona. This should be a kill. Just moving across. Gold card. Jack's going to come in. He's got to be a little bit careful here because he has no sums. Look how he auto-attacks, moves back. Auto-attack, moves back. Auto-attack, spaces. It's all about the spacing. Pike looking for the... God, where do I get these type of pikes from? Where do I never... Oh! Chinese pike. It's a Chinese pike. Oh my god. 2 kills, 2 deaths, 12 assists. Very Dopa-esque KDA. Dopa always gets very low kills. Not always, but majority of the time, very low kill player. High assist player. What's the game plan now? The map is very open. Will he opt to go to it? He has ultimate. Could look. Does he bot gangplank? Okay. Dopa is very patient. I would call him a very patient and calculated player, is the description I'd have to give to him. Boom. Under tower. Thank you very much. Give me that blue buff, Kha'Zix. Thank you. Drop into the side lane. Wouldn't be surprised if he shoves a couple of waves before the reset. But Olaf pinging for the Herald. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Speed this up a little bit. Drop into the side lane now. And all he needs to do this game is play around the Pike and the Olaf. If the Pike and the Olaf play together, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be free picks. Nothing the enemy can do. If he overextends, gets picked off once or twice, absolutely terrible. You see that ward there, guys? This is why Dopa always likes to keep his yellow trinkets. It's essential when you're side laning to use that yellow trinket to get a little bit of deep vision, to ensure that they're not collapsing on you or anything fishy is happening. Pick up the kill on the volley bat. God, Olaf just shreds, doesn't he? This Pike is probably the MVP of the game. What do you guys think? And you can see, like, the rune page here, guys, is irrelevant. It doesn't matter what rune page you have at this point. The rune page, the fleet, is essentially just getting you through the early game, helping you sustain. That little bit of movement speed is nice, but is not 100% needed. Right now, he's trying to wait a little bit for his Olaf to catch up. I don't think they're going to have enough time. The Kha'Zix picks up the gangplank in the side. Pike wants to go for it. Dope is sitting on 2.3. Holy, what is that? Is this guy support or AD? They're still looking. You'll see him try and target the Rise. Flash comes out. He gets clipped. Oi, the gold card. He still has stopwatch, remember. Gold card into stopwatch, maybe? He might not need it. Pike is just doing an absolute absurd amount of damage. Support is such a balanced role. Good job, Riot Games. Gold card. This would be another kill for sure. Boom. Thank you very much. This game turning into a little bit of a whitewash at the moment. These three are the most important factors, I think. Gonna clean up this tower. Finally get the reset. Let's look at this buy. He's got 3.4k gold in the inventory. Ooh. Looking, the shutdown comes through, and Olaf's gonna... Oh, a little bit of a late hourglass. He panics a little bit, but it's needed. Well, it's not needed, but I mean, in the moment, it looked like it was. 4,000 gold. Look, man. Let's just get a base in, shall we? Nope, we shalln't. Absolutely leg it, buddy. Now he's used a stopwatch. It's a no-brainer to pick up the hourglass, and he'll get the components. Never mind. Straight out Lich Bane purchase. Wow. What a fucking buy. My god. And this is pretty much going to be all she wrote. He's absurdly ahead right now. He can assist the Pike. I'm excited for the next team fight. It should be just a complete stomp. So he has the ultimate. He could flank behind here, but the Olaf is bot side, so he'll try and play it very patiently. He has flash. They're just looking to get those gold cards out. Using the fleet movement speed pretty well. What's Jax thinking? Red card comes out. They're looking for a hard engage. Dopa just coming in. Pike drops, the MVP of the game. And Dopa just plays it very slow, guys. Play the game that's ahead of you. Oh, they're looking for the collapse. Hourglass comes out. Aphelios ult dropped. He has to flash in. He should be able to gap close. Gap close the Rise. Moves in. Moves out. Has the ultimate available. procs it. Who's he looking for? Looks for the Kazakhs because Jax has Counter-Strike. Most likely, and can dodge out on the TF gold card. All small things like that you got to think about. Gonna move back in. They're gonna look for the Nash. I don't. Okay, Dopa just saying, what are you doing, Aphelios? This is not a thing that we can do. I'm guessing. I think Dopa knows that the Nash there was better than the one in hip drop, but they essentially should be able to pick up the Nash for free anyway, because they have like the Pyke is so far ahead. All they've got to do is get good vision, and then Pyke moves in for the pick. Okay, he sees Rise coming in, he legs it. Another dragon over to the red side team. And they possibly could look for the Nash here. This is called the Desperation Nash. And I love when the enemy team looks for this. This should be a... Oh, now they're out of position. Dopa doesn't have ult to gap close. Olaf's in. Aphelios ult's in. Gold card onto the... Oh, that damage is not balanced, man. Pyke. Jesus bloody Christ. Dude, it's like a 20 kill Pyke. Good Leona roll. Can she do it? No, she can't. MVP over to the Pyke. Beautiful game, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it as they move in here for the close. Hopefully, I'll be putting out another one of these before the end of the year. And yeah, I just love watching these games, guys. Dopa has a very unique playstyle. It's a very calculated, very smart playstyle to have, and it's going to ensure you climb some divisions into the next season. Peace.